Bedford Games. Yup. Bedford Games, let's fucking go. Bedford Games, let's put on a show. Bedford Games, you already know. Bedford Games, we're going 6-0.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back live. A little late, but we're here. Join with me, my longtime friend Tyler Pike.
Sir.
Ben's here producing. And Connor's taking the place of Derek today. I've seen way too much of Derek the past few weeks. I had to give him the night off. I don't know if I could deal with him anymore.
It's bullshit. You love the guy.
It is bullshit. I do love the guy. But we're going to get right in. We got a pretty big show today, recapping some Wednesday playoffs, some Monday finals, and then little predictions for Wednesday's finals. So, Ben, do you have the score update?
Yeah. Am I with Derek?
Yeah, you're with Derek, but
That
Derek
means we're going to win, Derek.
Derek sent his picks in for Wednesday, so you can't even make them.
Bitch.
I think Derek saw the writing on the wall. He's going to team me up with Connor. I don't want Connor's picks.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I not win with Dave last time?
Yeah, but Dave carried you. All right, so
I feel like I pulled this out of a deficit.
I think you were more concerned winning that than the games. I actually listened to that show where I was yelling at you. We lose the championship game. Connor looks at me. I think that pick made me win the whole thing. All right, we're going to jump right into 7 o'clock games. Field 1, we had Nasty Boys versus Get Plucked. A2 seed versus A7 seed. First time 8 A division teams in the playoffs.
I know.
Said that right, huh? Nasty Boys won this one pretty handily. Get Plucked came in with a very good roster.
Yeah.
They had a lot of good players. Pike, you came to watch this one, so if you want to give a little synopsis on it too, feel free.
I came.
Well, I didn't mean to interrupt me while I was doing mine.
Sure,
but-
continue.
All right, no, go ahead. buddy.
Okay. Yeah. So no, I came down because I believe we played after you. I liked the roster that Get Plucked had. I think they were missing Trey and missing Smooth. Obviously that hurt, but the issue that I pointed out was that Shizzy didn't have a catch in the first half, which is a problem because you had Derek out there, and you were in a soft zone, so he should have been able to be open, whether it was on single side or double side. And I believe Gavin, I don't know, he might have had a couple catches, but him and Shizzy should have had more catches in the first half. They should have gotten involved earlier. Those are just the things right off the bat that I noticed. And then they were just in a hole early, and they were never able to dig out of it. I didn't see what the score. I was over there until halftime, so I didn't see the rest of it.
Yeah, I mean, initially right away, they have Franklin, they have Gavin, they have Shizzy. It's not like you could, hey, we're going to double Shizzy, because you have to respect everybody else on the team. But, with that lineup, Shizzy's going to be the number one target.
Yep.
What Kevin did a very good job of is I'm rushing from the side Shizzy's at.
Yep.
I'm taking away that
Yep.
short crap. I think he won the matchup handily over Jay. It made it very difficult for Jay to get Shizzy the ball.
Yep.
So he had to try other options. Gavin had a few catches first half.
Yep.
Did not get a yard after a catch. I don't think he made anybody miss.
No
Really.
doubt.
So we cleaned that up because that's where Gavin can be very dangerous. And especially when you have to respect guys like Franklin and Shizzy who can stretch the field and catch the ball and just are super fast, that you get Gavin in those one-on-one scenarios. Undermanned, our defense did a very good job stopping that.
I was going to say, I think both teams were undermanned.
I mean, yeah. No, they were, but our defense was undermanned. Regardless of them missing, let's say, Smooth and Trey, you still have 3 of the fastest, most dangerous receivers out there.
Yeah. That hurts.
What?
I'm also on that team.
Did you play offense?
Sometimes.
You didn't even play.
I know.
Yeah, all right.
I'm also on your team.
And on Zoom at the same time. So, Nasty Boys with the win. They move on. The game could have went 100 different ways. I did not see it being that one lopsided. But it was. Our boys came to play. So, moving on. Field 2. We had Zoom.
We got points in that last.
Oh, shit. All right, I did pick Nasty Boys.
I did as well.
And did Derek?
I would assume so.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Can you go into the chat?
Yeah, I'm in it right now.
Can you find Derek's picks from last Wednesday?
I'm on him right now. Yeah, he picked Nasty Boys.
Okay. You want to just send it to Connor so he can monitor, so you don't have to flop back and forth? Would that be easier? All right. All right, we're going to move on to Zoom and your local degenerates. You were there. Why don't you comment on that game?
Pretty much same result as the last time we played them. You know, you have Skrelly throwing. It's, you know, not the most threatening offense that you have to go up against. To be honest, with how that score ended up, it was like 50 to something. I don't understand why Zoom is in C's, at most B2, and I think it's literally because we forfeited a game. But a lot of times, like, we started off with 5 guys, and that means Dougie has to play defense if we don't score. Luckily, we started with the ball, easily score.
Who do you think's better on defense, Dougie or Pike?
Pike.
Yeah. I think
I don't
Dougie.
know, man.
I think Dougie.
I would probably also take him as well.
Now, do you think this season you guys should have been in C's? Like, I know you're saying that.
No, I honestly think we should have been in B2.
Yep.
Some games that we should have won, just flat out lost. And then the games that, like, you're like, oh, on paper, they should just be blown out in the waters. Like when we played Gumby's, we lost by a touchdown and a half, maybe. And one of those has an asterisk on it because there was a pick.
Oh, here we go. All right. How did Skrelly throw?
Honestly, he had some wide open targets. Guys just dropped the ball.
Really?
Yeah.
He's throwing 10 times better than he did with the Force.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He is getting better. It's nice to see it.
How did our boy Kenny Wheels do?
Oh, he sucked.
He did?
Oh, yeah. The kid was a no impact.
Did he show up on time?
Yeah.
He did. All right, well, Zoom moves on in the competitive C division. Division. So, Field 3. Now, this game's a little interesting. Spartans and Blue Mountain State. Now, our game ended before. I was able to walk and catch the end of it. But I did have somebody taking notes, and it was Preston. So he did say I could credit him the notes. These are his notes to the Spartans, Blue Mountain State. For the Spartans, first score came with 10 minutes left in half, so seemed to be low scoring, a little back and forth. I know Blue Mountain State didn't score at all. He said couple drops, but kept moving, even if not scoring. So obviously they're driving down, not punching it in. Halftime, he says quarterback throws were all over the place. Defense standing strong. So seems like the offense maybe had some struggles, which we assumed they would have had some struggles against that defense. You know, you have some of the top players in this area on that defense. So making it difficult for him. You obviously said, Preston said the defense was standing strong. So here are the Blue Mountain State notes. He said not a lot of going on offense. Threw a pick, dropped balls, thrown heavy traffic. So he said after halftime, with Spartans up 18-0. It looked like Blue Mountain got a pick to start off the half, but couldn't capitalize. They were switching quarterbacks, only taking deep shots. It was finally scored with 10 minutes left in the game, which I assume made it 18-6. No extra points this game.
Yeah.
Said big stop with 4 minutes left and a score with 2 minutes left. So it made it 18-12. Then they forced another pick with 1:30. Now this is where it gets interesting. I just had walked over as this was happening. Was your game done by then, or
it was going on at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I watched this as well.
Oh, you did?
So I saw
So
everything.
can you comment on it?
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
so,
go ahead.
Yeah. So it was, I believe it was 18-12 with under 2 minutes left.
Yep.
I believe they got the pick on their half, so they couldn't get the first down. It was first and goal, and they got the third and goal from about the 5 to 10, and there was a false start, and that's how they lost.
Right, but there was a lot of confusion there.
No. So I didn't actually see who false started. I was told the center moved the ball, and that's why Tang moved.
So
But I saw Tang move. I didn't see the. So I don't really know what happened. They were asking that. They were saying there should have been a ref timeout. I don't really know. I don't really know if I agree with that or not, because it was on the other end, so it was hard to.
All right, so let me explain what the argument was. No one's arguing the false start.
Yeah.
Now, you said the pick was on the defensive side of the ball. So it would have been first and goal.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the ref said first and mid, and then made them back the ball up off the line.
Okay.
So that's the confusion so they thought first and mid. So where it was third and goal, Carter's team thought it was second and goal.
Okay.
So the false start wouldn't have ended the game there.
Oh, okay.
False start would have brought them back.
Yeah.
big confusion on third down. And obviously the time's running down. So,
Yeah.
you know, they're running down to make plays and get the ball off quick.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, if what Carter's team is saying is true, I think the refs dropped the ball here.
Yeah.
Now, I don't really know. It's hard to see. Obviously,
Yeah.
you don't even know, and you
Exactly.
were right on the
Yeah.
sidelines. But interesting game nonetheless. It was close. I assumed it would be. I did pick the Spartans for this one.
I did as well.
And did you send him Derek's pick?
I sent it to him.
Where?
Messenger.
Oh, it hasn't updated for me.
What do you mean updated?
I don't know. I've been messaging Ben. I haven't gotten Pike's messages.
Shit, this shit's still sending.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there it goes. There it goes.
Yeah, you remember you got to stay on it till
No,
it's
I know.
sent?
that's
We
bullshit.
already went over this.
I know.
Derek took Blue Mountain. So,
Yeah, I thought he did.
so just to clarify, everybody took Nasty Boys, correct?
Yep.
So that's 1 point for everybody.
Did you already give everybody points?
And everybody took Zoom.
Going over it now.
Yeah, I took Zoom.
Everybody took Zoom, and then you guys had Spartans, so you could both get a point, and Derek had Blue Mountain.
Okay, so somebody ties it up. No wonder that Docker wearing piece of shit didn't want to be here. I mean, no wonder I gave him the day off. All right, so good game nonetheless. I mean, obviously a good B1 matchup with two heavy favorites. Moving on, we had Direct TDs and Whack Pack. The other side of the B1 bracket, I took Direct TDs. Let's go to Preston's notes. All right, Preston, I don't think had any notes. All right, I did watch the game. It was high scoring, which you guys predicted, and I eventually agreed with. I picked Direct TDs because I thought they were primed and ready for this one.
It's a Gilmore shirt, not Z.
What?
Yeah.
He would be incorrect.
What rating Danny's comment? Yeah, Danny says,
Yeah.
Buddy's wearing the only player who isn't still on the Cowboys for their win.
It's a Gilmore shirt, not a Z shirt. I ordered it right away.
All right. Well, back to the show.
Just real quick, do you like that Zeke's on the Patriots?
I don't mind. I wish nothing but the best for him. I hope he.
Does it make you like the
dominates,
Patriots more?
but A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah.
He looks in shape though, huh?
He does. I know.
I was
What the hell?
surprised.
I know. It is.
He doesn't look
wild.
3 months pregnant. All right. So I did take Direct TDs. Who'd you guys take? I thought you both took Whack Pack.
Derek.
I did take one.
Derek took Whack back.
Yeah, son of a bitch. Yeah, I keep picking against them, and they keep losing. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna pick for them, hoping they might win. Unfortunately, the offense for Whack Pack was just too much. Bud made his plays. They played good. It was a good back and forth game. Whack Pack earned it. What bummed me out a little bit is just it's like 1:40. Whack Pack. There's a turnover. Whack Pack. Brandon actually dropped the ball, and he could have had a first, I believe, and it was a turnover. They didn't start the throw clock till like 1:05, and then didn't even at 35 give him 10 seconds. So it's like it's just there was no
Yeah,
sense of
yeah.
urgencies in the refs there, and I'm not really sure why. But it, regardless, very low chance Direct TDs make something happen, but. They still had a timeout. They still had a chance to get the ball back.
Yep.
And I believe they only lost by 1 score. But unfortunately, not Direct TD's year yet again. So, Bud's motto is always next season. So, we're
We're
moving
getting
on.
better. We're getting better.
It's gonna be a good Spartans Whack Pack finals for B1.
Yeah.
I'm very interested
like
to
that.
watch that. We'll talk about that later. Then we had Entity and the Force. I took the Force.
I also took the Force as well.
And Derek took the Force.
Yeah. This game was fun to watch because Kevin was throwing for both sides.
I know.
Just kind of a shitty matchup for both teams. Be it that half the team is on one side. Let's see. Ben's notes. QB Kev.
Ben's
for
notes?
Both. I'm not Ben's. Prescott's. Preston's. QB Kevin for both teams. Force 30 points. Scoring on opening drive, holding Entity on goal line 2 out of 3 drives. Defense not giving Entity an inch. Halftime, Alex had a pick 2. Oh, is that correct?
So did Danny.
Oh, Danny's was a pick 2? That
Was a pick 2.
Okay.
Entity had scored 1 time.
Well, he had halftime score 20-6.
Yeah.
So Entity scored once.
Yeah. And then they got the pick 2, and they kind of started rolling off that. It felt like it was a momentum switch.
Yeah, he's got scoring on opening drive for Entity in opening drive, and then didn't score at all. Balls thrown high, deep balls, halftime, missed flags, drop balls. Picking it up in the offense, 2 straight scores. Said AP scores 3 straight touchdowns to bring the Force back to the game. So the final, so Kevin actually throws a pick for the Force, and Corey almost takes it down. They have 1 play left, down 4 points, and I think they're on the 4-yard line.
Yeah.
And Kevin tries to hit a little out on somebody, just throws it a little ahead of him, a little behind, and I think it got batted.
Kevin threw it low, and it was just I just swatted it.
Oh, it was you that swatted it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it wasn't on target. The guy had a little bit of a window. You closed it real fast. But interesting way to end the game.
Afterwards, we were all like, he should have just thrown it up. And Kevin goes, he's like, I was just so like, we got to go.
All right. Well, right. There wasn't much time left at all.
No.
They got the pick down to the 4, and they only had time for 1 play with no timeouts. So nice back and forth game. Force pulls it out. They move on. All right. We got Gumbies and Dirty Birds. Pike's favorite team to play against. You want me to read Preston's notes first?
Sure.
Gumbies have 6 players. Booth, 2 sacks on first 2 drives. 5th score on a tip ball caught by Colin. Scored on every drive in the first half. Is that kind of okay? Halftime. Scoring on opening drives to make it 6 straight drives. Pike started on defense.
Yeah, Booth left. Booth left at halftime. We were up 30. He said, I'm leaving. So he left.
Could you stay another 20 minutes?
He didn't want to
I told
play.
him to leave during the Zoom game. I mean, you can just go.
No, I know. That's what we thought he was going to do, but he ended up leaving at half.
Pike starting on defense. Force another turnover. Not Pike. They made that clear. 7 straight scores. Flag pull was early. I don't.
Yeah, so it was a corner to Colin, and it was a minor bobble. He got the flag during the bobble, so he then gained possession and scored.
Now, in all fairness, do you think if a guy bobbles the ball and there's a pull, which is technically an early pull, do you feel he should be down where he catches it? Or do you feel it should be touch at that
It should
point?
still be touch.
It's tough because you got to see, like, I don't know. I think the rule the way it is now is fine because I don't see anybody, just purposely tipping it, you know what I mean? Like, on the catch to get the early flag pull. So I think the rule is doing fine the way it is now. But I can see both ways, the rule being, switched or whatever.
Yeah, some people complain about that rule.
No, yeah,
But-
no doubt.
Yeah.
It's always been, that's always how I've been,
Yeah.
back in the day, that's how it was. I just didn't know if the general consensus was it would be more fair if it's a tip ball and they're just down where they catch it.
Well, like, because there's always, the teams with players that have, like, the flags that just fall out. And if they make a play, they should have an opportunity to at least do something. And this way, the defense or the offense at the time isn't just be like, all right, well, they're down right there. You still have to make a play, be aware.
I mean, they could get some flags that don't fall out.
I know. That's on them. Real quick, Danny says, Ben's also wearing a hat. If Ben takes his hat off, Pike, will you take yours off?
Nope. Not today.
I thought you weren't going to wear a hat today.
I wasn't going to.
Okay.
I woke up at 5:20.
Right. What 21-year-old kid takes naps during the day
I
because
was
he's tired?
I would.
You shut up.
Thank you.
That's just
There
the
we go.
best.
Thank you.
I come home from work, take a nap, and go to football.
That's a little different. He did nothing all day.
Oh,
And you're not 21.
not anymore.
Generation.
Long weekend,
Hey,
long
the lady
weekend.
at the gas station said I looked good for my age, though.
Good one, Ben. All right, his notes for the
I'm a
Dirty
Kia's
Birds.
car.
He goes, offense dropping balls, getting overthrown. Defense missing a few flags, causing half-field gains. CJ switches to quarter. So they benched Timmy?
I don't think so. I don't know if that was really Well, I don't know if he benched him, so to speak, but Timmy did play more of a receiver role. I'm not really sure why.
Okay, so he did say CJ switches to quarterback, dots it over Pikes for second score.
Yeah, nah, that was yeah, no, that did happen. So yeah,
Now, at what point did CJ come in? Like, what was the score? Was it, like
49 to maybe 18? We were kind of beating him down at that point.
okay?
So.
Yeah. So
But
like maybe it wasn't as much like hey, come in and take
says,
from me.
He says CJ came in and then they had 4 straight scores. CJ leading the offensive charge.
Yeah, so they did well. I don't know if they ever really had a chance to win though. I think it was kind of.
Seemed like Dirty Birds had 12 points and then CJ racked up.
I don't
Just
wanna-
in the comments, actually. It says, Timmy got frustrated and had me throw. We couldn't get anything going.
Okay. I just didn't know if it was like, hey, like this game's a wash. Have at it.
He says score was 45 to 8 when I went in. Final score is 51 to 38.
Yep,
Oh, okay.
that sounds right.
So like I said, it might be a little bit of both, like where he's
I mean, they
frustrated
did.
or it's
There was
a wash.
a point in the game where they actually did have a little bit of momentum. They would have needed. There was about 6 minutes left. They would have needed 3 scores, and we would have had to not score twice. So that's
or
really where.
picks, really. You know,
Pretty much, yeah. That's really where they needed to go.
Yeah.
But it didn't end up happening for them.
Do we have a QB controversy down in Dirty Bird land?
I don't believe so.
I don't think so. I think they have their Monday and they have their Wednesday.
I think CJ's a better quarterback. I said it. I'll say it again. Suck it, Timmy.
Can we start a poll with that?
No.
Goddamn
Why
idea.
not?
That's
No.
a great idea.
No,
Why have we not done that already?
Why
Ben-
would we?
Well, we were
Ben,
supposed to do the other
go on the
poll. I
Plex
forgot.
page and
You
create a
wanna do
poll.
the other poll.
Who's the better Dirty Bird
You
quarterback,
can throw it
Timmy
up.
or CJ?
That's a great poll because nobody will vote biasly. So that's a great poll. You should do that right now, actually.
I'm just trying to make Steve the bad guy.
Jason's over there pulling his only hair out that he has on his head. Freaking, they're gonna cause my problems on my team.
There we go.
I mean, and quite frankly, to me, they're both top 10 quarterbacks. You know,
Yeah.
I do give Timmy slight the edge, but I CJ's playing better.
I think Timmy's mobility gives him a much better edge.
I agree.
And I think he has a better deep ball.
He's got a cannon.
Nah, I wouldn't.
I got to give that to Timmy.
CJ's got an accurate deep ball. They both can throw deep.
I feel like I've
Accurate,
seen,
but CJ's lofts, Timmy's gets there.
I feel like
Yeah.
Timmy's team leads the league in drops every season. I feel like
You
more times
obviously
than
haven't been
not-
watching DirecTVs
No, no,
enough.
Okay, for sure.
Even back in the day, Jesus. I wish we kept stats. No, the DirecTVs now, they have some drop problems at times, but they're not. It's not as bad as it was when I was throwing for them forever ago. All right, so Gumbies move on. Now we had an interesting A division matchup: Flip the Bird and Slipstream. Slipstream won.
Yeah.
I had Flip the Bird.
I took the bird as well.
And we had Slipstream as a pick. Derek, I love your picks.
I believe.
Ben, can you just add my name to Derek's name?
I will.
Thank you very much.
Who was the last one again? Dirty Birds?
What?
Oh, yeah, the Dirty Birds one.
I think everybody picked Gumbies.
Yeah, I had Gumbies.
And
Pike picked Dirty Bird
Gumbies
at
won.
first, and then changed it, or I
Oh
don't know
no,
what he
no.
was
I
doing.
said that the
Sitting on the
line
fence.
the line was it was. I didn't realize Colin was playing with us, so he played
You
and
did
that.
tell us he was going to.
No, yeah, true. I think I underrated the ability of that offense.
Now you did say if you could have, you would have cheated and got somebody else on the team. Who would have that been?
It would have been probably. It wouldn't. No one as good as him, because there aren't really many other options. Maybe 1 or 2. So
we do have some live results on the poll.
sure.
Already?
Yeah. Timmy is 3 to CJ 1.
Yeah. Who's the one vote for CJ
I
himself?
don't know.
Me? CJ's mom.
It's got it going on.
All right, so close game. I know Mike Howe, I believe, threw a costly pick six.
Yeah.
I know I saw that. Unfortunately, I was playing at the same time. I didn't get to watch much of it. I don't believe you hung out, right?
No, I did not.
No. But no shocker. I did say this was kind of a pick'em game. I did think this was the closest A division game
Yeah, I agree.
that there was.
Yeah.
Even the next one we'll talk about was close, but yeah, unfortunately, Flip the Bird, their season ended. Slipstream moving on, and I know their quarterback's mad at me. I really don't believe I didn't say they were in the top 6 when I went over. I've listened to a lot of episodes of this season to see, and I'm always giving him credit. So if he wants to start a little rival, just let me know. We'll handle it. You know what I mean? Maybe we'll play week 1. I'll have a full team, and we'll see what happens. But no, I mean, I'm not surprised. I did pick Flip the Bird. Because I did think they were going to be fully loaded. I believe they did not have Cheeks. I did not see him.
I did not see Cheeks either.
So I don't know for sure if they had him or not, but I did not see him there. And I still think they have the weapons to make noise and beat teams. But Slipstream, they have 2 of the fastest kids in the building there. If they just play sound ball and figure it out, they really can beat anybody. So.
And I feel like that's kind of what they do. They play, they play small ball and they don't give it away, and that's just the way they're going to have to win games.
All right, so we're going to move on to the middle field. We had Safety Patrol and Nasty Girls.
Real quick with the Slipstream Flip the Bird, heal up Matt Rua.
Yeah. Did that happen at the game?
That happened at the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That sucks.
I know.
I saw him in a boot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, who won that one? The score was. Who had the?
I did not get a point.
Neither did I.
I did.
Fucking bowling away.
Bougie Derek. All right. So moving on to Safety Patrol and Nasty Girls. Fun game, interesting game.
It was a fun game.
A little back and forth.
Yep.
Some of the girls held their own.
I know. I was so like they're fucking killing it.
Yeah. I mean, we played them early in the season.
Yeah.
Now I didn't have Adam. I believe I had Kenny Wheels and might have been somebody else.
Yeah.
AK as well.
Yeah, it was probably Kenny Wheels and AK because this game you had me and Adam.
Yeah. And Safety Patrol put a hurting on us.
Yeah.
So kind of a revenge game, and we got our revenge. Took it to, I believe it was 20-20 going into overtime.
Yeah.
And, they didn't like the PI call they had on Adam. We went 2 plays. We got to probably about right at half. And I had Adam run a post corner something. And I got one-on-one matchup with Cam Anderson from Direct TDs and the guy who's traveled with me. And Adam cut and beat him on the second cut. It was a very good. I don't even know if they rushed because I had a lot of time to throw it. And so threw it. I let it perfect. For some reason, the ball died, but Cam went out, grabbed, and it looked like he grabbed his hood, and you just see Adam go like this.
Yeah.
And it brought Cam to him, and Cam made a play on the ball. And honestly, I honestly think that Cam could have made the play without holding him because the ball just died so weird.
Yeah.
Adam said that the only thing the hold really did, in the grand scheme of things, was stop Adam from going to get the ball. He goes, even if Cam could have made a play on it, Adam was going to jump in front of him and try to make a play on it first. But yeah, we got the PI, so no first down in overtime. So we got to run another play. We did not execute.
You ran this play you were already at mid, so why run that? Why? Because I don't. If you probably already win as it is. You got to have.
No.
I would have ran.
Pike, they got the half in 2 plays as well.
So they did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you were actually.
I'm sorry to spoil that, but they got the half in 2 plays.
Because if we were playing you guys, right, Gumbies and Nasty Boys, one of the 2 teams gets the half in 3 plays. The other team is at least somewhat comfortable.
You got like a 50-50
You're not going to
chance.
take a shot downfield. You're going to get as much as you can. So I was thinking, I was surprised you didn't go to more of give me a 10 in curls. That's one of those guys is going to be open, right? In OT, and now you're getting 10 over the first.
Well, there's 1 guy, 3 girls.
True.
So I did have my check down options.
Yeah.
And they did play close because they know if we didn't get a yard from half, that they were probably going to win.
Yeah.
They were driving and don't get me wrong, our girls did good. Adam back at safety was playing great safety.
Yeah.
But they were driving, they just couldn't score.
Yeah.
So overtime, you don't need to score, you just need to drive.
Exactly.
And I knew if I got Adam one-on-one with honestly any of those guys, and it's not a knock on them, it's more of a credit to Adam.
Yeah.
I'm taking the shot.
Yeah.
But I got him one-on-one with Cam. Cam sometimes plays soft, and I took the shot, and he just held the crap out of him.
Yeah.
So
he was arguing there was no PI. Is that what you're saying?
he didn't like the call. He was not happy about
If
it.
it's what you said, it's either PI or holding. There's really no other way around it.
Alex Martinez says it looked worse than it was, but he did. He pulled on his hood.
I mean, either
and
way, I mean, it seems.
it was
Yeah.
very obvious to me. So unfortunately, the boys in green take the L. And
Oh, you don't want to talk about their overtime drive?
which one?
Theirs.
No.
No?
Why?
Just to let you know that I won 2 games in a row with a batted ball. Fucking him.
All right, you want to talk about it?
No.
Okay.
You
I just wanted to hear
idiot.
you talk about it.
I honestly couldn't remember how we stopped them. I know they got 2 plays and they were like a half, and it had to be a Hail Mary, but I didn't know you back. I couldn't remember what happened.
Yeah.
I was gonna make it up, say I got a full field pick 6, but well, I know we stopped them and we got the win. But it was a good game. Those guys, they're a class act. They're good players, which I was very surprised. We play that game 10 times, and the girls are gonna beat me up over this, but we maybe win a couple. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Adam had one of the best games he's played, and that kid was dead tired flying around in the field trying to just play center field. And the girls, they all played well. They all, nobody had a bad game really. And sometimes with the girls in this league, every now and then they have bad games. 1, 2, 3, maybe all of them. It's just, this is why we practice, because we're getting ready for what we got to do.
Yep.
And you have guys like Hunter and Alex Martinez on the field, and those are guys who can stretch the fields, and they're real receivers. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it was a good game.
And
It was fun.
No knock on safety patrol either. They're fully healthy. We lose that game.
Well,
every
yeah, they
single
have
time.
red. Sorry, but yeah. If they're fully healthy, they're not in B2.
Yeah.
You know how it is. But their quarterback does throw well. The guy that takes his place, he
Yeah.
does very well.
No, that is their quarterback. He just hands it off.
No, Red has it all the time now. All right, moving on. Leapers in North. Did you? You didn't watch this game, did you?
I did not. I heard it was a high scoring one though.
It was high scoring. I believe it was pretty close for a little while. I know Leapers ended up pulling it out.
Yeah.
So I picked the North. I was thinking that the North would score a bunch of points, but I didn't think Leapers would be able to keep up, and that's where I was wrong. So I believe Leapers won, correct?
Leapers did win.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think Derek and I get points.
Oh, and who had picked for that last game? For Nasty Girls versus Safety Patrol?
I think we all picked Safety Patrol, right?
I picked I picked.
Oh, you picked Nasty
I did.
Girls?
And so did Derek.
No, he didn't.
Yeah,
That's
he did.
bullshit.
I have it.
I
Every
don't-
team he has crossed off, he doesn't have Nasty Girls crossed
I
off.
don't
I can
believe
read it.
All right, just get rid of Derek's name. Just put Connor up there. You know,
This is the best.
that kid's winning too much. He needs to be knocked down a peg or two. Yeah, North, to me, I think they were still a little short. They needed 1 or 2 more guys.
Yep.
And yeah, it was a little surprising to me how many points the Leapers put up. Not that they're not capable of doing it.
But it really, they are capable, but it's just not what they do. You know what I mean? They win.
Not lately.
Really, yeah.
And that's not a knock on them. Well, they don't typically win games 20 to
They're
fucking
built
13
to win like that. That's the
it.
way they're built to win.
So, nonetheless, they had to score and they did. And prevented the upset. But it was a close game. Props to the North for hanging out, hanging that long with them. All right. We got FF1 and Homewreckers.
This game did not happen. This game did not
Who
happen.
forfeited?
It was Homewreckers.
Okay.
They forfeited.
All right, well,
FF1 moves on.
I picked FF1.
I did as well.
Derek did as well.
All right. So everybody got points there.
Because I was so shocked when I left Wednesday. I'm like, there's no 10 o'clock game. I'm pretty sure there should be one at least every Wednesday.
Yeah, why'd that happen?
Forfeit.
No idea.
No idea. It was just forfeited.
They
That's
must
it.
have saw Mason and like, oh yeah, we're out of here.
Allegedly.
All right, well that was your Wednesday recap from last week, setting up a nice finals. But before we get to that, we are going to talk about Monday's finals. Let me give me a minute while I find
Did
it.
you guys make picks on this one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You want to send me those picks?
Sure,
Derek's
I'll try to
picks?
find
it should be in. Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't worry, I'll buy you time, Pike. All right, you ready? So interesting. We had four finals to talk about. We had semifinals game here. We had Ballbusters and Expired Warranty. This was Expired Warranty is the so their old team name was the Asians, and
Yeah.
then broke Ballers or
It was I forget. Oh yeah, no, it was something with because they had the double B.
right.
Yeah.
Same guys. They just like to change up the
Yeah.
name and
Some guys probably threw away the jerseys.
yeah. So this was decently high scoring. A lot of plays being made on both sides. Hunter was making plays for Ballbusters. Dana was making a ton of plays for Ballbusters. Unfortunately, what seemed to prevail here, come on, is Expired Warranty. Just handing the ball. They have a real speedster, and he was taking full field touchdowns.
Yeah.
Just missed flags, improper placement, a lack of communication for Ballbusters. Expired Warranty did pull this off and win, I believe. I hope I'm not wrong.
Expired Warranty did win because I
Okay.
reffed the next game,
Okay.
and they did win.
Did you catch the final score?
It was like 50 or 60 to like 38.
Yeah, it was definitely high scoring.
Yeah.
It almost
It-
hit triple digits. But Expired Warranty pulled the win over Ballbusters. And that, in my opinion, really should have been your C Division finals. But
You think Raw Dog should have been B2?
I don't think Raw Dog should have been C's. And we'll get to that. And so
Okay.
they don't think so either. So Expired Warranty moves on. Then we had two.
And who did you pick for that game?
I picked Expired Warranty.
You?
I did as well.
Ballbusters.
He did?
Yeah, you did.
Loser.
Derek, I'm starting to not like your picks.
I'm only two behind. Whew. All right. So then we had a couple consolation games we're not going to talk about. Short Kings and Washed Up, and then Pickle Dicks and Aviation Nation, which that Pickle Dicks Aviation was kind of fun to watch. I watched a little bit of it. So Raw Dogs, 8 o'clock, played Expired Warranty, and I don't even believe it was really close. It was like 50-20 or something, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So Raw Dogs win. I believe we all had Raw Dogs.
Everybody had Raw Dogs as far as I know.
Not a surprise there. The Raw Dogs team they don't really change too many players. You know what I mean?
No.
There's a couple interchangeable, same group of guys. I don't know why Jimmy keeps throwing them in the C's. No matter what their record is at this point in time, they have what half a dozen C Division championships. Okay, they're not a C team anymore. Let's move it on and trust me, those guys. I was on the sidelines and those guys were not happy about it. So I don't believe there's like a.
Now, do you feel like it's because Jimmy sees that there's a bigger gap between Monday, teams and Wednesday teams? Like, it's easier to move up in Wednesday in the sense of, through the smaller divisions, but it's harder on Mondays because there's just a giant gap?
No, because I think they could have competed in B2s.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Dirty Birds were in B1s. So it's not like they would have played each other.
I think did they say they went 2-4, but they played some of the better teams? Is that what they said? Is that what it was?
I vaguely remember that.
Well, because if that's the case, then if Jimmy probably just saw 2-4, got lazy with the schedule and just threw them in C.
Yeah,
Jimmy lazy? Never.
Well, no, because
I've seen the spreadsheets. So I trust you. You guys aren't going to go over. Who'd they play?
yeah. All you gotta do is when we used to be with Milkman back when we were an A team, but we weren't great. We weren't better than you. We weren't better than Leapers or Natty D. We would go 3-3 in a session, and I would ask him. I say, "Hey Jimmy, make sure you put us in A's," and he always would. There would never be an issue. So because I don't want him to see 3-3, get a little lazy, and say, "All right, B." You know what I mean? So I would always reach out, and that would always work.
Some teams honestly don't want to ask Jimmy. They just want to let him do his thing.
Yeah.
So I know you have that relationship with him, and you dictate a lot of things around there.
Oh, here we go.
Allegedly.
But yeah, no, I mean, because I've told people, and he's like, I don't want to ask Jimmy. I don't want to.
Yeah.
So some people just don't want to. They just whatever. But Raw Dogs with the win. We all picked that. We all got scores. We're all good.
Yep.
All right, we got Too Nasty and Steamboat.
That was not a finals game.
That is correct. Too Nasty lost
No, Too Nasty won that game.
the week before. No, Too Nasty won this one.
Yeah.
All right, we had Young Ones and Bad Batch, A Division Championship Finals. Pike came to scout/watch, yeah.
Who are you trying to steal?
So if I had known Steve-O was throwing, I probably wouldn't have came because I think if you going from Adam to you is a wild upgrade. I think they would have won with Adam anyway. I'm taking Bad Batch anyway, but there was just experience gap, talent gap at the quarterback level, and it was just showed.
You would honestly
the
say
game.
that Adam to me is a wild upgrade?
Yeah, I think
right,
it's
so
a
hold on.
knock on you to
Hold on.
not
No.
say that.
Let's-
I don't think he's. I'm not saying he's bad, but if you're the number
No.
one quarterback and he's the number 12 or whatever, there's a major upgrade there.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
But he did just beat us the week before.
No. I'm not.
Hold
saying,
on.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're knocking
Okay,
anybody. I'm not.
okay.
But can you honestly say that the Bad Batch team this season is that much better than Too Nasty? So you can't, because
Yeah.
I can't. So
Okay.
that's not taken away from Bad Batch.
Yeah.
We're not giving Adam enough credit here at that point.
And even if Adam threw, I would have went, and I would have picked Bad Batch as well. I think it just would have been a little bit closer. It just at some point, and and what you were throwing, you had guys that were wide open. I mean, there was little resistance, due to the play calling or whatever, but there was just the gap in that game was just from. And not necessarily, I was, when I said quarterback gap, I'm more so talking about you compared to the other guy on the other team, who I also think is a good player. But when it was just on display the whole game.
Yeah.
It was hard to.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'll tell you.
I understand what he's
Go ahead.
getting at too, because
Yeah, no, I'm not saying he's not wrong.
No,
I just
but
to say I'm gonna wild upgrade from
no,
Adam.
No, I know.
That's what I'm saying. I
Wild
think
is a crazy term.
You want to say an upgrade?
That's
All right,
fine.
Wild upgrade? He's coming around.
I've almost beaten Natty D's with Adam with 5 guys.
Right.
Okay.
And-
With Fresh and Toothless Jake and you.
Yeah. Just, even based off the last game that Bad Batch played against Young Ones, you would presume, like, if Adam was throwing, he would struggle more against that defense than you would.
Right.
And that's what I would probably see more so.
Which you're not wrong, but I'll tell you the two biggest reasons the game at least had a chance to go the way it was. One, they were undermanned. They're missing one of their best corners. No arguing that.
Just to let you know, Jay Charles also says that Adam's completion percentage in the NFL, 100%.
Yeah. Number two, they had, because the downpour, their guys driving in did not get there right at the game time.
yeah.
They were a little late. Put them in a disadvantage. I mean, they only had 5 guys to start the game. Instead of going their natural man defense and we're going to outwork the other team, they couldn't. They only had 5 guys. They didn't know what the deal was. So they started out in a 2-2, and it's just, I game plan to play against man, and I come out and I'm sitting there, and they're not disguising it. They didn't disguise it. And I had a play to break man, and I'm like, all right, I'm just going to run it right away. Derek's seaming up the
Yep.
sideline.
In between
And
the safety and the corner.
Exactly.
Saw that last-
When you play that 2-2 hard like some teams do, that window's there. So Derek's route was a fly, and I had to actually yell at
I
him.
heard,
to
I
fuck,
heard,
okay.
and he barely looked.
Right.
It was close.
Yeah.
It was close.
It would have hit him right in the head if he didn't look. And he took it to the house. The problem is their guy showed up, 10 minutes late, roughly? And we have already had 3 drives and scored at every drive. And that's really what put them, I didn't know the reason, I just know guys were late. I assume it was the weather. I didn't even know those guys were going to show up or not. I found out Ant wasn't coming because Ant had school, which started right at A Division Championship game. So, how I think Adam would have been able to attack the zone defense had they had everybody there right off the bat and played normal right off the bat. I don't think the game would have got out of hand so quick, and they're a very momentum team. They would have stayed in. I have a lot of respect for those dudes, and I play with them, and I'll travel with them. But that was like a one-off game, and I'm not trying to take anything away from my guys. With Bad Batch, they played great. Defense played good. Offense played good. We had a couple blunders. What?
I'm just laughing at some of the comments.
Why? All right, we'll get to the comments. I'm sure I'm boring people.
Did you throw a pick in the NFL?
No.
I just want to clarify this. Okay, so Thomas White, he didn't throw a pick. Did you fumble it?
Yeah, it's a fumble.
Yeah, it was a fumble.
Yeah.
Adam had your back on that. He said he didn't throw an interception, and then he goes, "It was a fumble."
Which Thomas White or RT3? You guys were fucking that up last time.
Thomas Whitehouse.
So Robert.
Yeah, Robert Thomas.
Okay. Yeah, I did not throw a pick. Luckily,
Yeah.
I mean, we'll get into that a little later. But no, I did not throw.
And then just Jay Charles just packing it on even more.
What is he bored? What is he? Is he into my driveway just fucking
Yeah.
messaging? Yeah, well, you can keep message, dickhead. Thank Ben for being late. So, all right. So, nonetheless, Bad Batch with the win over Young Ones. Unfortunately, we'll never see what that game could have been just because how it started. Props to Young One. Hats off. I mean, they're an A division team. No matter what, you got a couple more good A division teams in there, and then you got a real solid A division team. A division, but Young Ones are there, which means Bad Batch under the Nasty Nation. It's 8 out of 9 A division championships. Which somebody was arguing to me today. I should still be able to count your guys as one. I'm like, wait, how? He goes, well, Pike's played with us. Dave's played with us.
True.
Booth has played with you and won championships with you.
Has he?
Colin has.
Nick has.
Nick has. I'm like, oh, interesting. But no. But yeah, 8 out of 9. Not a bad run. We'll see how Wednesday goes. And then we had Manch Vegas Mambas and Dirty Birds. I did take Dirty Birds. What'd you guys take?
I took Dirty Birds.
Derek had Dirty Birds.
Okay, we all are losers.
Yep.
I saw the Elliott, who is to me that S tier type quarterback. Throws on point, runs on point, good play calling. He just picked apart that Dirty Birds defense, and every time he did, just looked back at me and fucking said something or gave me shit or whatnot. But Elliott played great. I can't say single-handedly because his team played very well too. But he put the team on his shoulders, and they went and what?
Yeah, I just got a side note. Like, the kid's great at shit talking when he's winning, not when he's losing.
The funny thing is, he's like, I never shit talk. I'm like, oh, really? I wish I had a highlight reel of him shit talking. He was shit talking before his receivers even had a chance to catch the ball or drop the ball. One time on a 2-point conversion, he yelled, "I'm him," when he threw the ball and the guy dropped.
I'm pretty sure Adam did the same thing once. He goes, "I'm him," and throws, and he goes, "Fuck."
So that, I believe, makes it 2 in a row for Manch Vegas Mambas and B1s, right? Did they win B1s last session, or was it B2?
It might have been B2.
Okay.
So Jimmy is moving them up, which is nice.
Intentionally or unintentional?
Probably unintentional.
Yeah, fair. But yeah, no, it was a great game all around, and they played good. Waz played good. Cam played good.
Yeah.
Cam's starting to yap away now that he can. I love it.
A little bit of confidence under him now.
I love seeing these guys, grow right in front of my eyes. But no, very good game of Manch Mambas. Let's maybe depending on with Rage coming back, could be potential of 6A division teams. Let's see Mondays grow a little bit.
You put in a Monday team?
No.
Done with Mondays?
The only thing he's doing is putting a C division team on Wednesdays and riding Gumby's coattails.
Well, I don't know if I'm going to play with Gumby's again. A second session. I might take one off. So I don't know what they're going to do.
Uh-oh.
I haven't decided yet fully.
Max.
Max. No,
Max.
I'm not trying to think. I'm not. I wanted to see Max throw for that team for a little bit.
Yeah.
If Max threw a couple seasons and it didn't work out, then they picked up Pike. Great. I wanted to see Max follow his father's footsteps.
I know.
And Pike ruined it. So.
Allegedly.
All right, moving on. Congrats, Mambas. And I didn't see any team photos up there. I know we took one, but nobody posted anything, huh?
Mambas did play B1 last session as well. CJ just put it in the comments.
Oh, it was B1.
Yeah, they beat Raw Dogs in B1. So Raw Dogs was B1 last session, put in the C's this session.
What was Dirty Birds?
Dirty Birds must have been Ace.
Oh, yeah, because Pike was mad he didn't get to play him. Yeah, I remember that. I listened to it.
What happened?
No,
when did this happen?
That was when Dave was on the show, and somehow we got number one seed, and you guys had a better record.
I remember.
He was freaking out, and Dave's telling him to, relax, stop with the conspiracy. I go,
dude,
Pike's right here. I don't know why that happened.
Yeah.
Not that it would have mattered, because he knows.
Yeah.
But, all right. congrats. Move on. We'll maybe see the A's next season. Should so. Last game of the night, we had Misfits and Whack Pack. I picked Whack Pack.
What is this for?
B2 finals.
B2.
Last game of the night.
I took Whack Pack as well.
It looks like we all took whack back.
So 3 for 3. We're gonna update the score. A decently close game. QB Kev threw for Misfits. Athletically, I felt Misfits weren't at the level of Whack Pack. Went punch for punch with them for a while.
Yeah.
I think Whack Pack just kept scoring at will, and eventually Misfits could not punch a couple in that they needed. Pretty close game, pretty entertaining game. Good game on both sides. I could have saw it going either way watching the game, but Whack Pack pulling it out, and then taking a B2 finals.
Yeah.
You know the little controversy in this game, I'm sure you heard?
I heard very little about it. I don't know much else other than that, though.
Yeah, your brother's not a talker like you.
No, he just kind of took it.
Yeah.
Just like I was reffing that
dude,
game. He took his belt
he
off. And just like, whoop.
understands. It's like
You know he would've cried.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
well he
There we
doesn't cheat
go.
like his other brother.
Right, right.
Okay.
Yeah, he learned.
So
fair.
he understands that if the other team is fine with it, they're fine with it. But if they're not, they're not. You know what I mean? So you have no, you can't be mad in that situation if they're like, hey, you can't play. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know who was on that roster. I don't know how much of an impact he would have made. I don't know much
Did he
about
not
that team.
play with them on
I
Monday?
don't think so. I don't think he did.
If anything, I think I saw him play one game. And
I feel
he
like
might have
I-
showed up at half, and they
I feel like I
probably
saw
didn't
him there a
have
bunch of
down.
times.
I know he's
Every time I see him, I'm like, you're the best Pike, pal. Every time.
It's true. I saw him down in Texas.
Yeah, I took his ass out on the last drive. He would almost costed us that. He was young though. He learned.
He almost did, but then you did.
No, we won.
Oh, which one?
The
Texas.
Texas.
Texas,
Oh, what was he, 12? Gee. Well, no, that was like 4 years ago.
My favorite part is they show up to the fields like outside. Mom's putting sunscreen on his face. Don't want to get a burn.
All right, that's fair. All right, good A division finals night. Unfortunately, it just was kind of quiet.
Yeah.
Couple missing fields, you know, but good games nonetheless. We're gonna move on to Wednesday's predictions, and we're gonna kind of.
Can you send me Wednesday's predictions of Derek's?
Sure.
Thank you. I don't have them all.
Yeah, I know.
He's just sending them one at a time.
Derek's not on the show.
Yeah, but his picks are my picks. So I gotta back him up. I gotta know where he's coming from.
All right.
I gotta, you know,
Oh
I'm
shit.
not gonna let my dog hang out there alone.
How do I edit this? What the fuck?
You don't.
Oh no, here we
You
go.
send it. You send it to Ben, and you go fix this.
I thought we were gonna make the picks live. That's what I thought we were gonna do. The
Well-
Wednesday ones.
Yes.
Maybe we were going to, but Derek sent them because he knew he wasn't gonna be here. Maybe that has something.
He
to do
knew
with
I was giving him the night off.
Okay.
So.
Lucky.
All right. So we got a Spartans Whack Pack B1 finals on Field 1. Who do you guys have? Who's in the lead right now with the points, Ben?
Derek and Connor.
Let's fucking
All right,
go.
so Connor's gonna make the first pick because I got to play a little defense.
Oh, I'm just gonna go based off what Derek's
Oh,
got.
all right,
here.
let's see. What did Derek pick?
I trust his picks enough to carry us through. Derek took Spartans. He's got Spartans winning this, and I can understand why, and I like it.
Now,
You know?
I'm gonna take Whack Pack just because I need the points. But I also think
Is
I
that
would
where you're
take-
gonna make up the points, though?
Oh,
Are you sure that's the game?
Yeah.
That could cause some
Yeah.
separation.
No. Whack Pack's winning.
Frickin' idiot.
I'm telling you right now, they're going to be able to score against the Spartans defense.
No, question:
I'm gonna take Whack Pack as well.
does your brother have checks on this team? Okay.
So, I mean, I didn't-
Okay. I just want to make sure we're not going to see the same thing happening.
Yeah, I just that quarterback is really coming into his own. He's very hard to get, and those kids are fast and they buy time.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who they play; they seem to be scoring a ton.
Yep.
Now, where they match up poorly is the Spartans just have some gigantic receivers,
They do.
Size.
huge size. So it's going to be a matchup between size and skill.
Yeah.
And it's an interesting stylistic matchup. It is a good B1's final. And, yeah, I'm bummed out I can't see it. So, all right. We're going to move on. Good luck to both teams. We got consolation game in the middle of the field, which probably won't happen. We got Nasty Boys and the Shady Gumbies. And now it's weird that Gumbies and Leapers aren't playing at the same time. Like, we're not doing semis then finals. Now, how come? Why is that, Pike?
Well, I don't know.
You don't know?
I only play for one of the teams. I can't speak for the other.
Yeah, okay.
And he's not the
You
captain
can't-
either.
you
Remember
can't-
that.
You can't speculate?
I cannot. This matchup, I was hoping it would not be in this round. I don't care if it's unpopular. These, in my opinion, these are the best two teams playing right now. Leapers got the 1 seed, so they get the cake path right to the finals. They get Slipstream. They'll beat them. Slipstream can hold their own, I believe, but Leapers is gonna win.
All right,
that
we're talking
game.
about this game, Pike. Stay on topic.
Sure. Okay, yeah. So this game. Now I was debating this on the way here. Who to take? Is Adam playing?
We will find
Well,
out.
mind your business. What are you doing?
Either way, because
We won't.
I was
no.
told he potentially may
Yes.
have torn his ACL. I was now told other things.
You were told by who?
I believe.
He didn't tear his ACL.
Okay, so someone lied.
What are you, a doctor?
Do you think he'd be able to walk the way he does with that?
Buddy, I played on a torn ACL for a year.
Allegedly.
Oh, there's no allegedly, you dick.
Okay, so I also think that.
Ben, he was out there on a scooter, okay?
So I think.
Run the V!
Cap.
All right, I'm telling you right now, Adam's not playing.
I believe
regardless.
Cap is out as well. It's
Why?
just known today. I think he is sick and has an ear infection.
From the mud?
From the mud, yeah. I don't know if the
Can
ear
catch-
infection from the mud, but I don't know. He's sick.
Well, you can
so
get sick at least.
I think he said-
cold,
From mud, yeah.
I,
cold,
so,
wet.
yeah,
Oh.
I assume he's gonna be out tomorrow.
Oh, so you don't know?
I hope he is. I think he said he has COVID.
Wait, you
or the
hope he
flu.
is?
Well, I don't want to get sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Caps is playing.
Cap's playing? All right,
Wow,
we're turning that
wow.
thermometer on that
Wow.
Jimmy has that's
Yeah.
been unplugged. No.
Okay,
There's
so-
a new strand of COVID going around. We need to make sure this
This
shit
is
doesn't
wild.
happen.
Yeah.
The gummies
Okay.
would spread COVID around. I'm telling you right now.
Wow. I did not know that. Let me look real quick at something.
What do you mean, look real cool? Can you make the pick?
Well,
All right, what
I
is
was saying,
Derek pick nasty boys?
Derek
So
Brown.
the
Big
odds are
nasty
stacked against Gumbies for sure.
How do you figure?
So, dude, everybody is hurt and sore. So from this weekend, and it's not no excuse.
It's
already
strep.
coming out. No, not
Cap has
not him being
strep.
You
sick.
hey, I need a doctor's note, pal.
I don't
Strep
believe-
is contagious.
I don't believe.
What, are you kissing him?
So
I might.
Max's feet were all fucking cut up on literally like Sunday. I have no idea how he's gonna play and be fine. I'm fine because I played quarterback, so I'm not really running. I have 2 minor cuts, no big deal.
I don't know. We saw that running touchdown.
That's true.
Junior, you know what Junior said to me after that? I thought he was gonna be like, "Hey, good job." He's like, "Dude, how old are you?" I'm like, 22. He's like, "Why the fuck are you so slow?" I'm like, "Damn." He had a running touchdown. and
To be
he was
fair,
playing
to be fair, he's probably slower than
That's how you know you're better than Junior already.
So, the odds are stacked against us.
What?
you. Danny said from strep to strapped.
Oh, hurry
I'll
up.
just go with the upset. I'll go Gumbies win. I'll go with it.
I don't think
We're the dogs. We're the dogs for sure.
Derek pick nasty boys?
Derek picked nasty boys.
Okay.
Are you gonna go with your trend?
All right, we're moving on to 8 o'clock.
Whoa. What do we got? What do we got? Are you picking Gumbies?
No, I'm taking my team.
Oh, I just want to, got to figure it out if it's,
What am I contractually obligated to? What I cross off or what I say on the show?
what you say on the show. Because we have evidence.
You know what? I'm gonna pick against Nasty Boys. I always do.
Yeah.
Gumby's all the way.
Right.
Hey, if they do win, that's a point for you.
That's true. That's true. It's like betting against, like, if you're a Pats fan and you bet against them, you're like, all right, yeah, they lost, but I won $50. All right, the Force and Nasty Girls. I love you girls, but I'm sorry. I gotta take the Force. The odds are against us. Connor's bailing on us.
Whoa. I think I might be playing with you guys.
Oh, now you think?
Well, with Adam's condition, I even told him I think I'll
What
be playing for the
condition? All right, calm down.
Well, we don't know. We're going to go see a doctor. No, I think I'm going to play with Nasty Girls just due to the fact that Adam's hurt. And I just don't want to leave it. Because, like, if it was replace me with Kenny Wheels, that's fine. But then now we're missing Adam, and you would be missing me. That team has no shot. At least give them a fighting chance.
The girls won't like that.
What do you? What?
What do you mean? Of course they always have a fighting shot. My ladies are in it.
I know.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I'm picking the force too.
Derek did pick the force, so I have no choice. in this.
Yep, I'm going.
Well,
force
he's
as
on
well.
the force, so.
I know.
Either way, it should be a fun B2 finals game. It's just another game. Nasty Boys have to, some of them have to play, in between for no fucking reason, because the Leapers and Gumbies
I
fucking
have
snake
no
the schedule.
association with the Leapers.
Sure.
There's a couple people that do, and I'm not one of them.
All right. Well, speaking of Leapers, we got Leapers and Slipstream, Field 3, A Division semis. Who are you taking?
Leapers.
I got leapers written down, so I'm gonna say leapers because that's what's written down. I didn't write this. I'd like the upset though.
The better team doesn't always win, so that's what Slipstream can hang their hat on. The better team does not always win.
Oh, so you're
they
saying
have
they're
a
better?
chance. No, I'm saying they're not the better team.
You
but-
just said the better team doesn't always win, but
Exactly,
you picked
so-
leapers.
No,
so
what I'm saying-
Slipstream's
no,
better.
I'm saying that Slipstream can at least say that, so they have a little bit of hope because they're not better anywhere.
But they're not saying
Across
it.
the
You're
ball.
saying it.
Hey, real quick, who did Derek take for FF1 and Zoom?
Oh, that's at 9.
Yeah,
We haven't done that game yet.
I know.
Oh, what? Are you planning? Because that's a secret.
All right, I'm taking Slipstream. Even though that quarterback's a loser and he doesn't like me. No, I'm taking my hometown boys for the upset here. Nothing would make Pike happier if this would happen, and I feel like it's going to. Because Pike is going to be like, all right,
He wants the revenge game.
no, he doesn't want the revenge game. This is
Oh, because he
I
doesn't want
want
the
to play
smoke.
Leapers again.
no.
that's what
he
I
doesn't
want.
want to play Leapers.
No, yes, I do.
Maybe he does.
I
'cause
do.
I think he wants to play both teams.
He
Has to
wants to
further my
prove to the
agenda.
Leapers,
Yes,
that
correct,
they
correct.
need to merge.
No,
And
no, no.
he
I want to prove that we're better.
No. That's not your end game.
No, it is.
I mean, even though you basically have all the Leapers on your team as well.
Well, except Colin.
Colin's
And
on your
Gary.
team.
Well, I don't think he's playing. I don't believe.
Oh, you don't think so? I'm sure he's gonna walk in there donning the black and green. Come
Ask
on.
David. David, if you're watching, we know that you are. Please comment if Colin is playing. Or save it. Whatever you want.
David just put no comment. All right, I'm taking Slipstream. Taking him with the upset. C Division Finals, FF1 and Zoom.
What do you got?
I got Zoom,
Yeah, I'm taking Zoom.
and I know Dickhead's taking them too.
Yeah.
Actually, I changed my mind.
What? No.
Oh, I absolutely can change
You
my
went
mind.
first. You went first,
Well, I didn't lock it in.
buddy. This is deal or no deal. You say the answer, it pops up. Okay.
You're rushing though.
Probably
All right, I'm taking Zoom.
Yeah.
I'll stick with it.
because we have 6 guys.
Cheeks.
I know.
All right.
It's rough.
A Division Finals. So, take your winners against your winners.
I'm gonna go Gumbies then.
He doesn't have any.
You
I'm
got
assuming-
Gumbies against Leapers,
I'm assuming that's
and you're going to
the
take
A.
Gumbies.
Correct.
Okay.
It's the matchup I
Derek
want.
doesn't have that one, right?
Nope. So this is on me.
So he took Nasty Boys and he took Leapers,
Yeah.
right? So he's assuming Nasty Boys and Leapers.
I'm gonna take Slipstream.
You can't, you dickhead.
Why not? I'm betting the odds.
You'll get 1 point at least. You'll get a couple, maybe. All right, pick.
I gotta go with. And Colin's not playing with Gumbies.
I don't believe so.
Yeah, Pike's known to lie and cheat,
I don't
okay?
know.
I know.
have no
He
I
follows
know.
Eddie Guerrero's motto, lie, cheat, and steal.
I'll go Leapers.
Yes.
I'm going
David
Leapers.
is correct. Colin is not playing.
Yeah, okay, I don't believe anybody, okay?
I'm going with Leapers.
I got Slipstream and Gumbies. Going Slipstream. Slipstream with the upset of the world.
That's the pick I want to make.
They celebrated their Super Bowl. They're winning their Super Bowl Wednesday. That's my pick. You already picked Gumbies over Leapers,
I did,
right?
correct, yeah.
All right, so we're all split. Hopefully I get some points. But now, regardless of however, I mean, this is a very competitive Wednesday night, top to bottom, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Are
Should be
the best 4 teams left, do you think?
Yeah.
yeah, I think so.
I think a healthy North might be better.
Not a
than
healthy,
Slipstream.
a North that shows
True,
up.
true,
Yeah.
true,
I
true,
mean-
true, true.
Did Trey play?
I don't
No.
think so.
Okay, so healthy,
no
healthy,
Trey, no
and
Smooth.
healthy and showing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smooth suspended.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I mean, I'm not saying Slipstream's better than the North, but this season they're better
Sure.
than the North. You know, just too much questions. You know, the North saying they're coming in next season loaded. They say it every season. So hopefully, you know,
Somehow my name's on the roster. I don't play a single game.
I mean, let's say in theory North shows up and they have a few more guys here that really just flat irons out that team.
Yeah.
You got Natty D's coming back.
I know.
You got Gumbies, you got Leapers, you got Nasty Boys. You have all these other teams that played in the A's. Like it's going to be a very competitive Wednesday. So.
I think Wednesday's A's gets. I think it keeps it with 8.
I think Natty D's coming back.
Not.
I think they go right into the 4 slot. Is the 4th best team on Wednesdays. I think if me and Cam don't play with Gumbies, they can take the 3. If Gumbies doesn't enter, they can have that 3. But I don't know if I can put that team in immediately.
I don't think I can
into
put any
2,
team
1 or 3
in 1, 2, 3, or 4. I can just say who's the top 4 teams. I don't think I can say.
It's very tough.
Yeah.
You're going to tell me if Natty D's comes back, goes 6-0, and they get number 1 seed, you're going to be surprised?
Well, no, but a little bit because I don't think they're better than you right now. I don't think they're better than Leapers, and I don't think they're better than Gumbies right this second.
They
I
can-
think maybe you get a couple sessions going, they're back, but I still think they do have a little bit of a ceiling on offense, so to speak. But
Oh,
their
here we
defense
go
is
with
still
your
really
agenda
good.
again. I'm telling you right now, they're better with Johnny Sr. than you. Period.
Now, how come that I play 3 games with them and all of a sudden
You play 2.
Sure, but actually 3. Actually,
If you
4.
if I include
So we
playoffs,
count. Yeah, that was a big mess up. on
Oh, so he
Facebook,
cheated
yeah.
again.
I listened to that episode
That was
today.
the time. That was the time that I actually did.
He went and posted right going
accident.
into playoffs and said, "Well, only playing 2 games with these guys."
So
and
it's
whatever."
still up. That post is still up somewhere. I don't believe I deleted it, or
I
maybe
think
I
you
did.
did.
I might have. I might have. That
Somebody
you
told
might
you
be
to
right.
delete it.
Yeah, it was Senior. He goes, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Don't rob a bank with Pike. I can tell you right
Well,
now.
I don't know.
well, we were there, but like we didn't have the guns.
We cooked fucking Leapers that session. I mean, just cooked them twice. Once in the regular season, we beat them by 40 almost, and then we played them in the playoffs. It was a good game. They're a different team in the playoffs, and I don't know why it is really that much of a difference. I don't understand. But
Dave
they
said
came-
Pike's leaving as soon as he gets the call. As soon as he gets the call, Max is
Now
stepping up.
that would be wild. Now if, wow, if Natty D's was like, hey, come play over here, but I'm already playing with Gumbies, that's a pickle. Because I played in a league with all these guys when I was younger. I was always like, Austin I had played with, me and Cam had always played with him. So, but.
So no loyalty at the Gumbies quarterback
No.
right now.
Well, they got me for money, and that's really what they care about. That it really is.
Yeah.
This means nothing to them. That's what I've learned.
Mud's their world.
It is.
And that's
No, I
That shit-
know.
That sport's
I know.
fucking
It's-
hard
it's-
too.
it's
It's
different.
hard. It is fucking.
Well, it doesn't look easy.
No, it should. You should have seen the fucking championship game.
I wish I did.
Yeah,
Were
no,
you in
I'm
it?
actually. We actually were. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. Pike, what's your record in finals?
I know. I actually knew this was gonna come up. I knew this was gonna come
Sorry.
up.
Hey, listen,
I actually thought we were gonna start the show with, he does what he does best, loses in the championship.
no.
That's what I expected actually.
I was bummed out you guys lost, except for Champa.
So,
I love to see him go home and lose
Well,
there.
he was. I don't. Did he even play the
Real-
last game? He did like a little bit, but I don't.
Another thing, Dave's wondering if you get the call.
Wow.
Whoa! Relax. Let me get to the question. If you get the call, do they get to keep Cam, or do you take him?
Oh no, they don't get Cam. No way.
It's a package deal.
He would go.
What if Natty D's doesn't want him? They say
Well,
we'll
they're a
take
lot
you,
better
but
with-
we don't take Cam.
Wow.
Name the receivers
Well, if
on
I
Natty
say-
D's he's better than.
He's better than all of them except Johnny.
Whoa!
I forgot about Johnny for a second. He's better than Austin. He is.
All right. We got any comments to
I like Austin.
wrap
He's a
up the
great
show here? Unfortunately, we
Jay
started
Charles
late.
is knocking the door down. That's what he says.
He can come right in. You want to go let that dude in? Sorry, get a security guard over here.
It's pretty cool. He's a big guy. I like it.
Any other comments besides Jay Charles?
No,
All right.
That's really it.
Thanks for joining. Like, share, comment, fucking do whatever, guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Should be a good Wednesday finals, and let's get ready for next season for all you guys who are out. Heal up, Adam. Love you, buddy. Good night, Grace.
TechieBar.com.
Oh, yeah.
Bedford Games. Yup. Bedford Games. Let's fucking go. Bedford Games. Let's put on a show. Bedford Games, you already know. Bedford Games, we're going 6-0.